Oh, thank you. I just received this in the mail the other day, and it's the Ultimate Cosa air fryer. I really like it for several reasons I'm going to tell you later on in the video. But it came with this wonderful little cookbook, and I just love products, especially when you're cooking, that do come with a book. And there's a recipe that really caught my eye in here, and let's see if I can find it. It is this recipe on cinnamon rolls. Now, I haven't done a lot of baking in air fryers, so this is going to be an experimental process. We're going to do this together and find out the outcome together. So let's get started here with this wonderful air fryer and see how everything turns out. Okay, let's begin with our butter mixture. Slip on my spectacles here. So we're going to start off with 2 tablespoons of unsalted melted butter, 1/3 cup of packed brown sugar, 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon in. I always had trouble saying that as a kid. And last but not least, a pinch of salt just to bring out those flavors. Grab up my whisk and give this a good mix. And I can just smell that cinnamon coming through. I don't know about you, but I just love cinnamon. Now our butter mixture is done. I'll just set this aside and we'll open up our crescent rolls. Is it just me or are these things impossible to open? Jeez. Come on. Kit. There we go. Do you know about these? There we go. Finally got it. Next up, we'll add a bit of flour to our surface, just so the crescent rolls don't stick. Spread this out. Put the crescent rolls on and roll this out. Actually, these are pretty good. They're so handy to work with once you get them open. Now the recipe says to pinch all these seams shut, and to me that makes sense. Otherwise they're just going to break open while you're air frying them. So just give these a good pinch. And fold this in half. And we'll just roll this out into about a 9x7 rectangle. It's pretty close right now. Now we'll add the butter mixture onto the crescent roll. And it says to just spread this out about 1/4 inch from the edges. And that's usually what I do too while I'm making my own, so that should work out. I do have a recipe for this, and I've done them in the oven before, so I'm just really curious how they come out in the air fryer. You want to place a bet on it? I think they'll be okay, but we'll see. Now we'll just grab up our crescent roll from the long end. Let's kind of get this guy started here. And we're going to roll this into a log, something like a jelly roll, just like you usually do with cinnamon rolls. Now guys, this is not on the recipe, but common sense tells me that I should give this final edge here a good pinch up, because I know what's going to happen in the air fryer. It's going to open up and it's going to ooze out all over the place. So we'll just give this a good pinch shut. And that's really sometimes what you have to do in a recipe. Just sometimes it doesn't state things, and just use common sense and do your own thing. Then what we are going to do is grab up a good sharp knife and cut these into 6 even sections. And these are about 1.5 inches each. Okay, before we air fry these tasty cinnamon rolls, let's go over the functionality of this air fryer. First off, we have a number of presets, and they range from French fries all the way up to bacon. And you notice the temperatures vary. So let's take, for example, let's go back to French fries. 400 degrees at 15 to 25 minutes. And what the unit will do, it'll take the average. So it'll be at 400 at 22 minutes. Or if we go over here with the shrimp at 320, 6 to 10 minutes, it'll go 320 at 8 minutes. So you kind of get the drill here. This is really handy. I just love this. Okay, the unit's plugged in, so let's go ahead and flip it on. So again, it's giving your preset buttons here. Just go ahead and hit one of these buttons. But what I always do is I hit the preheat, and that'll preheat the unit for about 3 minutes, which makes life a whole lot easier for you. So again, if you want to do fries, hit the preheat after 3 minutes. You hit the fry button, and that'll give you about 18 minutes of 400 degrees. Of course, up the side, you can do the time manually, and you can do the temperature manually too if you want to do it on your own. But with my experience, I've used this unit 3 or 4 times, and the presets really work nicely. Okay, let's move into the inside of the basket, and this is what I really like. And you'll notice it's got the removable bottom, which works extremely well for cleanup. It works well in the dishwasher. I've had it in and out of the dishwasher 3 or 4 times, just cleans up perfectly. But if you look at the basket, it's quite big. It's an 8 liter. I think it's available in different sizes, but the 8 liter is really nice. Like, you can get 4 or 5 or 6 even good chicken parts in there. You could probably even do a whole bird. They suggest you don't do whole roasts or whole birds in an air fryer. But you know, I want to go ahead someday and defy gravity and give that a try just to see how it works. But it's a beautifully big unit. The inside is designed well. I really like this Ultima Cosa. One thing I do want to mention is I really like the sleek, futuristic kind of robotic design of it. It fits in with any kind of kitchen decor. I'm pretty fussy when it comes, you know, to my kitchen decor because I shoot videos in here, but it fits in beautifully with my quartz and excuse me, and the backsplash and everything else. So it'll fit in with just about any kitchen, even if you had wooden cabinets. So the bottom line is, guys, if you're looking for a great air fryer, I'll put a link below in the description with all kinds of information. Please read that and check it out. So let's move on to our cinnamon rolls. Next up, what I'm going to do is line the bottom of my air fryer basket with some parchment paper. I've already cut this out just to save a bit of time in shooting here. Then brush the bottom with some melted butter, just to make sure they don't stick. Place our rolls into the basket, and we can begin here at the center. Place our basket into the fryer. And I'm going to set this for 12 minutes. And we're going to bake this at 350. Okay guys, these are done and they smell incredible. I mean, the whole house is just filled with the smell of cinnamon rolls. So let's check it out and see. And this is the outcome. I don't know. Maybe they're not too bad once we get the glaze on. We'll just wait and see. In the meantime, let's make up our glaze, beginning with, let me see here, beginning with 2 tablespoons of cream cheese, 1/3 cup of confectioner sugar or powdered sugar, and a tablespoon of milk. And you can adjust the milk accordingly depending on how runny you want it. And we'll just go ahead and give this a mix. And this is not quite runny enough, so I'm going to add a little splash of milk. That's about what we want, something like this. This is good, but you know what? The recipe doesn't call for it, but I'm going to add in a few drops of vanilla. I think it needs it. I'll just give this a mix up. And just taste this. That is better. Okay, let's plate these up and see here. I mean, they smell absolutely delicious. And if you look on the top, they're browned. But look on the bottom, they're not a bad color, really. I mean, I guess the proof is in the pudding with the taste here. So we will just see. Again, once we get that glaze on. Okay, let's get some of that glaze over the top. And of course, a sprinkle of some almonds. Now you can use walnuts too if you like, whatever nuts you like. I just like the almonds. And there you have it, guys. Our air fryer cinnamon rolls. And just look at this, guys. I mean, they do look really good. And let's just take a peek inside here. Well, they certainly look like a cinnamon roll. See if they taste like one. Let me tell you, they certainly taste like a cinnamon roll. By golly, they are good. The cinnamon comes through. I love the pastry. Of course, I always love crescent rolls anyway. The glaze is really good for being so simplistic. Actually, I like these. They came out quite well. Good. So in conclusion, guys, as far as the air fryer, I really like the air fryer. And if you're looking for an air fryer at a mid-price point, definitely consider this. Like I said, I'll put all the information in the description below. You can make up your mind, but it is a really good air fryer. In terms of the cinnamon roll recipe, I think it's good. I mean, they didn't look beautiful. It's not something you would definitely sell at a bakery shop or anything like that. But you put them together in 20, 25 minutes, 10, 12 minutes in the air fryer. The taste is spectacular. They come out really well. So if you want a fast and easy dessert that doesn't look too bad, and like I say, tastes really good, definitely give these a try. Little cookbook is good. Again, the air fryer. So definitely everything's a plus on my side anyway. So thanks for watching, guys, and head on over to cookandshare.com. There's all kinds of cool stuff over there. Lots of midweek recipes and family recipes that we're going to be showing more of. Thanks for watching. Stay safe and see you next time.